Stop everything, because this is not just gossip. This is heartbreak, betrayal, and devastation unfolding in real time. Jim Jones, the Harlem rapper who has built a legacy in hip-hop and reality TV, is crumbling before our eyes after the woman who stood by him for nearly 2 decades, Chrissy Lampkin, was allegedly kicked out of her own home. Yes, you heard that right, Chrissy. The woman who proposed to him on national television, the woman who fought Mama Jones, the woman who became an icon of love and hip-hop history is now facing one of the most humiliating and explosive moments of her life. The whispers say it started with a family feud, spiraled into financial chaos, and ended with Chrissy packing her bags in tears while Jim Jones broke down in front of witnesses. And the shocking part? Sources claim the footage exists. Recordings of arguments, leaked texts exposing betrayal, and even videos of Jim collapsing emotionally as the truth hit him harder than any diss track ever could. Social media is already on fire. Twitter threads are dissecting every move. TikTok is looping theories, and celebrities are chiming in with brutal reactions. But the most jaw-dropping twist: insiders are saying this wasn't just a breakup, this was a setup. And the one person at the center of it all, Mama Jones. This isn't just the end of a love story. This is the implosion of hip-hop's most complicated couple. And tonight, we're exposing every painful, messy, devastating detail. It all began with whispers in Harlem that quickly spiraled into full-blown chaos. Chrissy Lampkin, the woman who held Jim Jones down through decades of loyalty, crass, and endless drama, was suddenly and shockingly kicked out of her own home. At first, fans didn't believe it. How could Chrissy, the matriarchal figure of love and hip-hop history, the same woman who risked it all by proposing to Jim Jones on national television, be left standing on the curb with her bags? But as the receipts started leaking, the story only grew darker. And Jim Jones's heartbreaking breakdown became the most talked about moment of the year. The drama started quietly. Neighbors reported raised voices, the sound of glass shattering, and a heated argument spilling into the late-night streets. Eyewitnesses claimed they saw Chrissy storming out of the house with duffel bags, her face red with fury, while Jim stood behind her in the doorway, shouting for her to stop. A shaky video recorded by a bystander quickly hit Twitter. In the clip, Chrissy could be heard yelling, "I'm done. I'm not begging for respect anymore." Jim's voice cracked in response, "You leaving me like this?" After everything, that 10-second clip went viral within minutes. Fans were stunned to see Jim, usually calm and collected, breaking down in tears, his voice raw with pain. Video racked up millions of views overnight, with hashtags like #ChrissyKickedOut and #JimJonesBreakdown climbing into the trending charts. But the internet wasn't ready for what came next. The leaked text messages. Screenshots began circulating on Instagram gossip pages, allegedly showing a conversation between Chrissy and one of her close friends. In the texts, Chrissy wrote, "I can't keep doing this. His mama never respected me, and now I find out. He's been hiding things from me. This house ain't even mine. I've been building a home I don't even own." The friends reply, "Girl, you better leave before it kills you. Mama Jones always wanted you gone, and now she's getting her way." Fans lost their minds. Was this all Mama Jones's doing? Had Jim's fiery mother, who famously clashed with Chrissy for years on Love and Hip Hop, finally pulled the strings to get Chrissy out once and for all? The theory gained traction when an old clip of Mama Jones resurfaced, one where she sneered, "On camera, me and Chrissy, we on no terms. She don't belong in my son's life." That clip, paired with the eviction rumors, turned Mama Jones into the villain of the internet overnight. But then came the twist nobody expected. A leaked audio, allegedly recorded during the fight, surfaced on a shady Twitter account. In the audio, Chrissy's voice trembled with fury, I built this life with you, Jim, and now I'm the outsider. You let your mama push me out like I'm nothing?" Jim's voice cracked, pleading. "It's not like that, Chrissy. Please don't leave me. I can't lose you." The audio ended with the sound of a door slamming and Jim sobbing uncontrollably. That one clip flipped the narrative. Suddenly, fans weren't just blaming Mama Jones, they were watching Jim crumble under the weight of his fractured family. Tweets flooded in. "This is the saddest I've ever heard Jim Jones sound. He built Dipset, but he can't even keep his home together. Chrissy deserves better, but damn, hearing Jim cry broke me." But the internet is ruthless, and with sympathy came brutal mockery. Memes popped up of Jim weeping, captioned, with lines like "Cry me a Harlem River" and "When Mama Jones says it's time to pack." Celebrities chimed in to Cardi B reposted the viral clip with a shocked emoji. While Remy Ma wrote, "Family will break you faster than the streets ever could." Even 50 Cent, never one to stay quiet, jumped in with a troll post. "Damn. Chrissy, you should have married him when you had the chance. A Mama Jones done evicted you too." Behind the laughter, though, fans sensed something deeper. This wasn't just about a fight. This was about power, betrayal, and years of unresolved tension finally exploding. Insiders whispered that the real issue wasn't just Mama Jones's influence, it was money. Allegedly, the home Chrissy thought she coned with Jim was in. Jim's name alone, leaving her vulnerable. "She put blood, sweat, and tears into that house," one source said. But at the end of the day, the paperwork didn't protect her. When things went bad, she had no power. As if that weren't enough, another layer of betrayal emerged. A blog leaked what it claimed was a secret DM exchange between Jim and another woman, a woman fans quickly identified as an Atlanta socialite with ties to the industry. The alleged DMs showed Jim writing late at night, "Wish you were here. Instead of all this drama, you give me peace." The woman's reply, "Don't let her drain you, baby. You know who really got your back?" Fans were floored. Was Jim breaking down because he lost Chrissy, or because his double life had been exposed? The theories split the internet down the middle. Some fans screamed that Chrissy was right to leave, that she'd been humiliated long enough. Others argued that Jim was a man torn apart between two women, his longtime partner and the chaos of temptation. And while the internet argued, Chrissy herself made a cryptic post on Instagram, a simple black screen with white text. "You and I both know you'll never find someone like me. Good luck replacing me." The post went viral instantly. Thousands of comments poured in. Queen energy. "Leave him, sis. She's done for good this time." But here's where the story turned from scandalous to absolutely jaw-dropping. A close friend of Chrissy's allegedly went live, spilling shocking details. According to her, Chrissy didn't just leave because of Mama Jones or the money. She left because of a secret she found in Jim's phone. "I'm not going to say everything," the friend teased. "But let's just say Chrissy saw something no woman should ever see. Screenshots, messages, pictures. That's why she left. That's why she's done." Fans begged for specifics, but the friend ended the live before revealing more. Still, the damage was done. The internet erupted with speculation. What did Chrissy see? Was Jim cheating again? Is there another baby involved? Or was it something even darker? The cliffhanger only grew worse when another leak appeared, a grainy video allegedly showing Jim Jones collapsing into a chair after Chrissy left, covering his face with his hands, sobbing uncontrollably. The caption from the leaker read, "This is what heartbreak looks like when the cameras stop rolling." And just like that, Part 1 ended with fans asking the question that burned across every timeline. Did Chrissy just walk away for good? Or was this the final play in a love story too toxic to survive? The world thought Chrissy walking out was the end of the story, but in reality, it was just the opening act. The true reason for her sudden exit didn't just come from Mama Jones's relentless disapproval or the financial mess tied to the house. No, the whispers say, Chrissy stumbled on a secret in Jim. Jones's phone that shattered the fragile foundation of their 16-year relationship. Insiders claimed Chrissy had been suspicious for weeks. The late-night studio sessions, the constant phone on silent, the sudden need for privacy, even when they were supposed to be building together. It all felt off. Then, during one heated argument, Chrissy allegedly snatched Jim's phone. What she found inside was darker than fans could have imagined. Screenshots began making their way to the blogs, posted by anonymous accounts but instantly going viral. One set of alleged DMIs showed Jim chatting with a woman identified only as T. The tone wasn't just flirty, it was intimate. Messages like, "You make me feel calm when everything's chaos at home, and she don't understand me like you do." Another screenshot showed a hotel reservation email with Jim's name attached. The caption from the anonymous leaker said it all. This is what Chrissy saw before she walked out. The internet went feral. Suddenly, the narrative flipped from Chrissy versus Mama Jones to Chrissy versus Jim himself. Fans couldn't believe it after all these years. After all the sacrifices Chrissy made to stand by Jim. After publicly proposing to him on television when he wouldn't step up, this is how she was repaid. Twitter was merciless. He had her fighting Mama Jones for over a decade just to be cheating on her too. Disgusting. Chrissy dodged a bullet. Sis should have left years ago. But Jim wasn't just fighting the internet, he was unraveling in real life. A second leaked audio clip surfaced, allegedly recorded after Chrissy stormed out. In it, Jim could be heard sobbing, his words slurred with emotion. "I messed up. I can't lose her. I'll give up everything. I swear. Just bring her back." That clip broke hearts across social media. Some fans were furious with him, others, surprisingly sympathetic. One viral tweet read, "For the first time we're seeing Jim Jones not as a rapper, not as a tough guy, but as a broken man who lost the only woman who ever really loved him." But sympathy quickly ran out when another twist emerged. Mama Jones inserted herself back into the chaos. During an Instagram Live, Mama Jones clapped back at fans, blaming her for Chrissy's eviction. "Don't put this on me," she snapped. "Chrissy never respected me, never respected my family. If she left, it's because she finally realized she don't belong here. And if my son's crying, that's on him. He made his bed, now he gotta lay in it." The internet lit up with reactions. Fans couldn't believe Mama Jones was so cold while her son was breaking down. Some accused her of orchestrating the entire thing, finally pushing Chrissy out of the picture like she always wanted. Others argued she was just being real, that she'd been calling Chrissy a bad fit from the beginning. The feud that started on Love and Hip Hop years ago had officially reignited, bigger and nastier than ever. And then came the alleged bombshell recording. A blog claimed it obtained a secret phone call between Mama Jones and a close friend. In the leaked call, Mama Jones allegedly said, "I told Jim, once she gone, she gone. He should have listened to me years ago. Chrissy don't got no place in this family. I made sure she knew that." The recording, though unverified, spread like wildfire. Fans were floored. Was Mama Jones admitting to playing a role in Chrissy's departure? Meanwhile, Chrissy herself remained silent until she dropped a cryptic Instagram story that sent fans into overdrive. It was a photo of her in sunglasses, sipping wine, with the words, "Healing. No turning back." The message was clear: she wasn't coming home. But silence from Chrissy didn't mean silence from her circle. A close friend of hers went live on Instagram and, through tears, claimed Chrissy had been dealing with emotional betrayal for years. She gave that man everything, 16 years. Her youth, her loyalty, her heart. And you know what she got? In return, lies. Mama Jones humiliating her on TV, Jim stringing her along, and now these other women. Enough is enough. The live pulled in tens of thousands of viewers, many of whom flooded the comments with messages of support for Chrissy. But others weren't so quick to crown her the victim. Some argued that Chrissy had chosen this life, that she stayed too long knowing Jim wasn't going to change. As one fan tweeted, "Sis, been engaged for a decade. She knew what it was. Why leave now?" The debate raged across every platform. TikTok was flooded with side-by-side comparisons of old love and hip-hop clips showing Chrissy begging Jim for marriage, crying over his lack of commitment, screaming at Mama Jones for disrespect. Fans stitched those clips with the new leaks, creating a devastating narrative arc. Chrissy fought for him, and in the end, she lost everything. But the drama didn't stop there. Another alleged receipt dropped. This time, a photo of Jim sitting alone in a car, face buried in his hands, taken by a passerby. The caption read, "Jim Jones outside Chrissy's condo, begging to be let in. She never opened the door." The photo spread like wildfire, sparking memes and tears all at once. One viral post read, "This is what regret looks like." Then came the celebrity reactions. Tamar Braxton tweeted, "Ladies, protect your peace. Don't wait 16 years for a ring that ain't coming." Safari chimed in with, "Jim, gotta tighten up, man. Chrissy deserved better." Even Cardi B weighed in again. "Y'all dragging Mama Jones, but Jim's the one who played both sides. Accountability, please." But the final blow of part 2 wasn't just a meme or a leak. It was an explosive allegation. A mysterious Twitter account claimed Chrissy wasn't just leaving because of cheating. According to the account, Chrissy had found financial documents in Jim's phone that suggested he had secretly signed over the deed of their home without telling her. The account posted a blurry screenshot of what looked like paperwork under Jim's name only, with Chrissy's name nowhere in sight. If true, it explained everything. Chrissy wasn't just emotionally betrayed. She was legally powerless. Home she thought she'd built with Jim wasn't hers at all. And the worst part? The account teased that they had more documents coming, ones that would end Jim's career for good. Fans gasped. Was this just a messy breakup, or had Jim Jones been playing Chrissy financially the entire time? Was Mama Jones pulling strings in the background? Or was Chrissy finally exposing a truth she'd been hiding for years? The cliffhanger was brutal. The anonymous account promised to drop the full documents at midnight. Fans stayed glued to their phones, desperate to see if the next leak would completely destroy Jim Jones's reputation once and for all. When midnight hit, the internet practically held its breath. That anonymous account had promised financial receipts. And when the screenshots finally dropped, they shattered the last pieces of Jim Jones's reputation. The documents appeared to show the deed to the Harlem home, the one Chrissy thought she had poured her blood, sweat, and tears into, with Jim Jones listed as the sole owner. Not only was Chrissy's name nowhere in sight, but the leak also showed transfers of money from a joint account she thought they shared. Tens of thousands allegedly moved without her knowledge, routed into side businesses linked to Jim's entertainment ventures. The caption from the account was cold and direct. She thought she was building a home. She was funding his empire. The internet erupted. Fans went into shock. 16 years and her name not even on the house. This ain't just cheating. This is betrayal on a whole different level. The hashtag Chrissy deserved better trended within minutes, while memes popped up of Jim's face plastered over Monopoly money. But this wasn't just Twitter chaos. Insiders claimed Chrissy herself confirmed the documents to friends, saying through tears, "I built a life. That wasn't mine. I was just a guest in his world." That statement alone sent shivers down the spine of every fan who had rooted for their relationship. Meanwhile, Jim Jones was spiraling. A leaked video showed him pacing outside Mama Jones's house at 3 a.m., phone pressed to his ear, his voice breaking. "I'll do anything to fix this. Please tell her to talk to me. Please, Ma, help me." The irony wasn't lost on fans. The same Mama Jones who had spent years fighting Chrissy was now Jim's only hope to mediate. But Mama Jones wasn't softening. She went live once again, her voice sharp with no sympathy. I told him she wasn't the one. But he don't listen. He made his choice. Now look at him. Don't blame me, blame him. The coldness in her tone shocked even her supporters. One fan tweeted, "Mama Jones acting like this ain't her son breaking down in front of millions. Where's the compassion?" Then came the twist nobody expected. A new voice entered the scandal. A woman claiming to be the same T from the leaked DIMs. She went live, her face half hidden, but her words dripping with venom. "I'm tired of being the secret. Yeah, me and Jim been seeing each other. And yeah, Chrissy saw my texts. That's why she left. But let's be clear, he told me Chrissy was just holding him back. He told me he was done. The live was short, cut off abruptly, but the damage was done." Fans were floored. It's Jim really feeding other women lines about Chrissy being dead weight? The betrayal cut deeper than ever before. Social media turned savage. Hashtag Team Chrissy flooded with support, while hashtag Cancel Jim started trending. Fans wrote, "This man made her propose, dragged her for 16 years, cheated, and left her name off the house. Lock him up in clown jail." Others pointed out that Chrissy's story was a cautionary tale. Don't waste your youth waiting on a man who won't choose you back. But just when it seemed Jim's downfall was complete, the biggest bombshell yet dropped. Another anonymous account leaked an alleged recorded phone call, this time between Jim and Chrissy herself. The audio was painful to hear. Jim's voice cracked with desperation. "I can't breathe without you, Chrissy. I'll sign everything over. The house, the accounts, whatever you want. Just don't leave me." Chrissy's response was chilling. "You had 16 years to give me security. 16 years to show me I mattered. Okay, now, you're begging when it's too late. I'm not coming back." The internet went silent, then exploded. Fans replayed the audio again and again, their hearts breaking as Chrissy's finality rang through. "I'm not coming back." And yet, there was still one last twist in the saga. A producer from Love and Hip Hop allegedly leaked that VH1 cameras had been rolling throughout the entire meltdown. According to insiders, the show captured Chrissy leaving the house, Jim's breakdown, Mama Jones's icy comments, and even the phone calls. The producers were already calling it the most explosive season finale in franchise history. The idea that Chrissy's real-life heartbreak would be broadcast for ratings sent fans into a frenzy. Some were disgusted. VH1 exploiting trauma. Again, others admitted they couldn't look away. "I know it's wrong, but I'm watching every second." As the dust settled, Chrissy finally broke her silence with one last Instagram post. A photo of her walking away from the Harlem brownstone. Suitcase in hand, captioned simply, "New chapter, no regrets." The internet went wild. Fans declared it her ultimate mic drop moment, her final walk-off from a love story that had consumed nearly 2 decades. Celebrities chimed in. Tamar Braxton commented, "Proud of you, sis. Choose you." Remy Ma wrote, "Closure is power." Even Cardi B posted, 16 years wasted. Nah, sis. Live your best life now. But Jim Jones, he stayed silent. His Instagram remained dark, his last posts flooded with comments begging him to speak, others clowning him mercilessly. Paparazzi photos showed him looking disheveled, hoodie pulled low, as if the weight of every mistake he'd made had finally come crashing down. And then, just when fans thought the saga had ended, another anonymous post appeared, this time with a terrifying caption. "You think you've seen the end? Wait until you see the real video." The internet froze. A real video. Of what? Chrissy finding the texts. Jim with the other woman. Or worse, footage of Chrissy's eviction, uncut and raw. The cliffhanger was brutal. Fans were left wondering, had Jim Jones just lost Chrissy forever? Or was there still one last devastating receipt waiting to end his career for good? And if you thought tonight's revelations were messy, you haven't seen anything yet. The documents, the texts, the audio of Jim begging Chrissy not to leave, those were just the warm-up. Because the streets are whispering that the so-called real video is still out there. And when it drops, it won't just break the internet. It will shatter the very image Jim Jones has spent his entire career building. Think about what we just witnessed: a 16-year relationship collapsing in front of cameras. A man sobbing into the phone while his mother coldly watches, and Chrissy walking away with nothing but her dignity. But insiders say the final leak could change everything, either proving Chrissy's side beyond question or exposing details even she didn't want public. This is why you cannot afford to miss what's coming next. Hit that like button right now if you believe Chrissy deserves better. Drop a comment and let us know. Do you think Jim Jones still has a chance to win her back? Or is this truly the end? And don't even think about leaving without subscribing, because the next update could hit at any second. And when it does, you need to be here first. Don't wake up tomorrow scrolling through everyone else's reactions while you're left behind. Stay locked in, stay alert, and stay ready, because the saga of Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin isn't just drama anymore. It's history in the making, and you'll want front row seats.